I'm Robson Green, and I'm on the fishing adventure of a lifetime.
Traveling to some of the most remote places on the planet. Welcome to the Hawaiian Islands. A remote and prehistoric archipelago marooned in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. It's home to some of the most powerful and spectacular marine life on Earth. A freshwater assassin that'll devour its prey whole. A mackerel that for local fishermen is mythical.
Come on!
A predator so ferocious, it's known as Satan's cigar. But it's not going to be easy.
Yep, there's something on here.
I'll have to tackle a bone-crunching crustacean.
If he grabs me, that thumb is gone.
And attempt a lung-bursting free dive to spear the Houdini of Hawaii.
This is a big fish we got on!
These are my toughest fishing adventures yet.
Look at that fish!
I'm headed to one of the most naturally diverse archipelagos on the planet. I'm hoping to catch myself an apex predator in the islands of Hawaii. Hawaii is the most isolated island chain on Earth. Surrounded by thousands of miles of Pacific, it lies right in the path of the biggest swells on the planet. To get there, I'll have to fly 11,000 kilometers across 2 oceans. Hawaii is made up of 8 islands lined along a vast underwater ridge. My first stop is the island of Maui. Aloha, Hawaii. A real angling Jurassic Park. And down there are some very large leviathans. Maui has lush tropical forest, 200 kilometers of rugged coastline, and towering volcanic landscapes.
And I am here just the right time to catch the juggernaut of the Pacific.
Wahoo are one of the fastest predators in the ocean. They destroy prey with razor-sharp teeth and thrive in the waters of Hawaii, and I'm here to catch one. But before I go after the mighty Wahoo, I want to understand these waters and what lies beneath.
Now, this morning I am going out to sea, but it's not to catch a fish. I'm after one of the ocean's great escapologists.
This is the day octopus. It can grow up to 130 centimeters, but can morph its boneless body into reef holes and rock crevices a fifth of its size, making it incredibly hard to find. And even when spotted, it disorientates predators by squirting a jet of black ink. To help me find one, I've tracked down 2 of Maui's finest.
Morning, fellas.
Morning, Robson.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Local restaurateur DeWitt Lickle and his protege, Damien Boone.
What a lovely day to catch a cephalopod, eh?
Beautiful morning.
Okay.
Sun's out, we're ready.
Lovely.
DeWitt came to Maui from the US mainland 30 years ago. He hunts octopus, or as it's known locally, taco, for his restaurant.
Is this taco season?
There's a couple wives' tales. They say when the kiawe bean falls, tacos are in, or when the sugarcane tassels, the taco are in. You never know unless you go.
Hawaiian-born Damien has been raised fishing for octopus.
Damien's got what you call a taco eye.
You've got taco eye. If there was one piece of advice you could give me, what would it be?
Be patient, because it seems like the more aggressively you come after them, the more stubborn they are.
DeWitt is taking us 15 kilometers along the North Shore to his secret spot, Piahi Bay. It may look calm now, but the locals call this place Jaws, because huge winter swells make it inaccessible to fishermen for a third of the year. It's summer now, so thankfully a wave-free zone. And the very reefs that create the 10-meter-high foaming monsters in winter become home to the octopus, who comb them for crustaceans during daylight hours. To catch them, we're going to be free diving to the reef 5 meters down. Going down on one breath, 4 to 5 meters, is one thing. But finding the master of disguise and catching it and then bringing it back up on that same breath is a completely different kettle of fish.
Go for it.
DeWitt has to stay with the boat, so it's Damien and I that'll be hunting with traditional spears known as Hawaiian slings. And to coax them out of their lairs, we're using a technique called tickling.
We're just gonna simply go down. When you get close to taco, you're just gonna kind of nudge him in his hole till he gets back.
So I just nudge, and it's the octopus that forces itself on the spear.
Yeah, it'll actually pull itself on, use his legs almost as a defensive mechanism. You just kind of poke him gently. He should shoot some legs out onto the spear. Then we'll be able to grab onto the spear and kind of just gently pull him out of the hole. Should be as easy as that if it goes all according to plan.
You've talked the talk. Time to put those words into action. All right, wish me luck. I'm off to tickle a cephalopod. Octopus lie in holes on the reef and along the seabed rock ledges. On each dive, we're looking for the telltale signs of small rocks ejected from the crevices they live in.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
You all right?
My lungs were burning.
Oh.
We keep scouring the reef with no luck. It's not only their ability to squeeze into tight spots that makes the octopus hard to find. They can also render themselves invisible. They are astonishing masters at camouflage, eh?
Indeed.
One of the reasons why they're so difficult to see, they have cells in their skin called chromatophores. And when they're stimulated by the nervous system, they kind of mimic their surroundings. And they don't only mimic the color of their surroundings, it's also the texture as well.
Indeed, really change in texture. They go from dark root beers to pale white with texture in the skin. It's incredible.
Damien's found not one, but 2 decent-sized octopus. Game on. How did you spot that octopus?
You know, I was looking for the sign. So it had some shells and a couple of small pebbles. And once I saw those, that's when I saw the taco kind of sucked into his hole and really disguised.
All I need to do is put my spear into the hole and the octopus to wrap its tentacles around it, all at a depth of 5 meters. Damien gives chase and shows me how it's done.
That was brilliant. You see, it's about patience as well. God damn it.
There's another one down there, and I'm determined to catch it. But this octopus is not up for being tickled, and my lungs are about to burst.
I got him. Okay. It's just wrapped around my spear there. So I'll just put the spear down there while I get my breath back.
But I don't have long. Now it's been alerted, it could make a run for it. gotcha!
I tell you what, Damien, I couldn't believe I speared it on the move.
That is not a very easy thing to do.
Yeah, I was out of breath. I wanted to get up, but I was going, no, you're not getting away. You're not getting away. Something took over there.
It's amazing to see one of the ocean's most tenacious and resourceful creatures up close.
They have been known to pick up rocks and throw them at human beings' heads. They've also been known to go aboard crab boats, open the crab pot, and pull out a crab. They are that intelligent.
We head back to port with our haul.
Oh, pedal to the metal, do it.
Good job.
Good job.
And back at DeWitt's place, I finally get to taste this delicacy, Hawaiian style.
Popcorn taco, it's basically been salted and then deep fried.
That's my favorite.
Really?
That's my favorite.
Oh, good.
I'll tell you why that's my favorite. Because I caught that tentacle that you've deep fried there.
Always tastes better when you catch it.
Always tastes better when you catch it.
You know, there's a lot of fancy restaurants in Hawaii, but I doubt few of them are as friendly, relaxed, and as welcoming as this one. This is the real Hawaii. Cheers.
Now it's time for me to leave the rugged volcanic coastline of Maui for my next destination, which couldn't be more different. I'm flying 300 kilometers north to a place known as the Garden Island, Kauai. It's got forest-clad mountains, emerald valleys, and really fertile rivers. Its 1,400 square kilometers of tropical landscape make it the best place in Hawaii to take on a fish that will test my angling skills to the max.
There are parts of this island that are not only the wettest in Hawaii, but also the entire world, with a staggering annual rainfall of 470 inches, making Kauai the most lush and fertile of the Hawaiian Islands.
This is Waita, a vast man-made reservoir, originally created to irrigate the sugar plantations over a century ago. The plantations are long gone, and what's left is the largest unspoiled body of fresh water anywhere in the Hawaiian Islands.
Exceptional conditions for my next target, which, pound for pound, is the greatest freshwater fighter on this planet. The peacock bass.
Originally from South America, this territorial assassin devours prey whole by sucking it into its enormous mouth. But it's not only its ability to hoover up its victims that sets this ambush predator apart. Its spectacular fighting prowess can destroy fishing tackle and decimate bait in seconds. Since being introduced to the reservoir in the 1950s, the peacock bass has quickly become the #1 predator and has thrived. Local expert Kitty Barrero has over 20 years' experience catching bass.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome aboard.
Nice to meet you, Kitty Barrero. Robson Green.
Robson, nice to meet you.
Nice to see you. How big are the fish in here? What's the record?
My personal bass is a 7-pound peacock bass.
All the local fishermen in Kauai saying, if you want to catch peacock bass, Kitty Barrero's your man. No pressure today.
Oh, we'll try our best.
Okay, let's go.
Let's hit it.
Kitty's flat-bottomed boat is perfect for the shallow edges of the reservoir where the bass hunt. So we're casting our lines alongside this old plantation railway bridge, just the kind of structure they love.
Along this pillar right here, there's like a little shelf that comes out. And on top of that shelf, we're looking about 3 feet of water.
These shallows provide the perfect habitat for the peacock bass to lie in wait for their prey. We hope to tempt them with a tilapia fish.
Perfect. Just round there.
I'm using a lightweight rod for agility in the shallow water.
Takes me back to when I was 7, just casting off the pier. And just eyes fixed on that float for hours on end. just waiting for that strike.
But so far, we're not getting any interest.
I've been watching that float for about an hour now. Nothing's happening. The wind's got up, the water's really, really murky.
Peacock bass are incredibly sensitive to rapid temperature change. If this wind cools the water, these tropical fish can switch off.
At the moment, everything is against me. Here we go, here we go. Ooh, this is a big fish. Yeah. Come on. He's not ready to come on board. He's got a lot of fight in him. See that? Oh.
Peacock bass have got powerful mouths and have been known to tear line and even straighten hooks.
He's certainly not ready to come in yet.
Rod tip up.
I will.
Oh, whoa! This is a nice fish, nice fish.
Got him. Got him.
There you go.
Oh, that is a beauty.
Yes.
Look at that. What a stunner. What an absolute stunner. I mean, look at that cavernous mouth. Perfect for an opportunistic ambush predator. And these characters here will eat fish nearly their own size. That's like me trying to swallow whole a baby polar bear. Think about it. They're ferocious, they're fearless, and they are phenomenal.
It's strictly catch and release here, so I put this fish back to fight another day.
Yeah, he's away. This guy is the king. What a wonderful way to end a wonderful day. Shaka!
Before I leave Kauai and head to the Big Island to take on one of Hawaii's apex predators, the mighty Wahoo, I'm going in search of a creature that strikes fear into the heart of many fishermen. I've arranged to meet a local fisherman on the outskirts of a town called Hanalei.
There's a car with a boat. This must be him. Hey! Come in. Kenny, how are you?
How are you, Robson?
I'm good.
All right.
Good to see you. Let's go. Beautiful spot.
Commercial fisherman Kenny Mayoshi has brought me to a secluded river mouth that's home to a very unusual hunter. This is the Samoan mud crab. With two distinctive large claws used for fighting and hunting, these predators are so ferocious they will even attack and eat each other. They're carnivore scavengers who burrow themselves in the mud to hide from their prey, making them incredibly difficult to spot.
What is the average size of a Samoan mud crab?
6 inches.
6
across
inches?
the
6
back.
inches across? That's a good
Yeah,
size.
that's the legal size.
Yeah. And what is the best bit about those crabs?
They taste great.
They taste great?
Yeah.
To make catching them even harder, they're nocturnal, so only wake up at dusk.
So what time is the perfect time, Kenny?
Right about now.
Right about now. Excellent.
And Kenny should know, he's a 5-time Samoan mud crab champion.
How long have you been crab fishing?
30 years.
30 years?
Yeah. I love my job.
You've got a beautiful office here, Kenny. Stunning.
To catch the mud crabs, we're dropping nets to a depth of 1 meter.
Now, out of these, how far apart do they go, Kenny?
Every 20 feet or so.
Okay.
And to attract them in, Kenny uses a very special bait.
That's the hammerhead.
Hammerhead?
Yeah.
Hammerhead, as in hammerhead shark?
Yes, it is. That's the best bait.
In one night, mud crabs can cover a distance of half a kilometer in search of food. So we set our nets as wide as possible.
There we go.
Right. 30 nets set. In 30 minutes, we shall pick them up. Now this is the tricky part. Okay. That kid's got to pull him up fast. No, nothing on there. Whew. I can't emphasize enough how dangerous these crustaceans are. They have been known, honestly, to remove fishermen's fingers and toes, got hold of their ears. So you really have got to handle with care. Yeah, that is what we are after. Look at that crustacean. Oh, Kenny, what a beauty.
That's a keeper.
Now then, the tricky part is just handle with care. Just don't want to lose the grip. If he grabs me, that thumb is gone. Those two enormous pincers in the front are used for crushing and fighting. The shell itself is very, very difficult to crush. It's kind of the crab equivalent of a Challenger tank. Now, another incredible thing about the Samoan mud crab is that the male and females can mate for up to 12 hours. 12 hours of making love. I tell you, after that stint, you'd be a bit wobbly on your pincers.
After a couple more decent-sized crabs, we head back for a riverbank feast. We're cooking them like lobster, boiling with salt.
Tell you what, that is sensational. Yeah, really good.
Kenny's also invited his fishing buddy Chris to enjoy our haul.
I can't tell you how good this is.
Kenny and Chris uphold a Hawaiian fishing ethos that goes back generations.
When I was growing up, there was this thing called Kona hiki.
Just take what you need, and that's enough.
It's kind of a simple philosophy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Leave the rest to prosper.
If we do that, there will be plenty for everybody.
Great to meet you. Kenny, champion
Anytime you
Samoan
come here.
mud crab man.
But there's no time to kick back. Now I'm traveling 500 kilometers from Kauai to the very southern point in the Hawaiian archipelago. The Big Island, also known as Hawaii, is over 10,000 square kilometers in size. Its landscape is spectacular and still being created. It's home to two of the most active volcanoes on Earth, Kilauea and Mauna Loa.
No other words can describe that other than awesome. It's this type of volcanic and elemental activity that creates the perfect habitat underneath the ocean surface for the marine monsters that I'm after.
This has always been an extreme place to live. Since Polynesian times, islanders have looked to the ocean for survival. I'm here to see the real Hawaii, and there's more to it than hula dancing and grass skirts. I'm going to a village called Milolii, where the locals embrace an unusual and ancient fishing tradition.
Well, morning, how are you?
Morning.
And a new generation of fishermen are keeping it alive.
Good, yeah. How are you? Craig, I presume.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Robson. Nainoa.
Nainoa is 16 and is learning a way of catching fish that can be traced back to his ancestors.
You're going to commit to this statement. Are we going to catch today?
We are going to catch today.
How do you know?
I know this because my dad and Okukukulu, they've been doing this longer than me. They'll kind of guide us along the way of finding the fish.
His dad, Craig, is teaching him how to catch a fish that is very important to the islanders. This is the Opelu, part of the mackerel family. They may be small, but here in Hawaii they are surrounded by legend, and for many Hawaiian fishing communities, they are a vital source of food. They have an insatiable appetite and roam in large shoals searching for any food they can find. But it's the way the locals catch them that is ingenious. And it starts with a very unusual bait.
So what ingredients have we got here? We've got avocado, papaya,
Taro and pumpkin.
yeah.
Obviously, none of the ingredients in this ancient recipe can be found in the ocean, but there's a very good reason for that.
Because if we use bait, it's got a lot of blood on it, that's going to attract other predators and it'll just make a mess of the guys' nets. Like a nice Opelu soup.
This mixture of fruit and veg will ensure we can fish under the radar of the big predators.
We keep it in here for about 20 minutes.
But the really smart bit is that Nainoa and his dad have been preparing for the catch for a very long time.
Half the year we feed.
You feed the fish?
We feed the fish to make sure that we know where they are, make sure we know how they move, how they think, and then the second half of the year we come in with our nets and we just do what we can.
It's such a simple idea to keep them here, isn't it? Because they're guaranteed food for half the year.
Yes.
So they feed the fish for 6 months and harvest for the other 6. What a great idea.
E ho mai, e ho mai, e ho mai.
Now we must give praise to the ocean.
O na mele.
Opelu are so sacred that in Hawaiian folklore, they're said to have saved a high priest from a storm sent by his brother during a Pacific voyage. Right, time to fish. Let's hope our blessing and 6 months of preparation pay off. Traditions are important, but these guys are savvy, and no, a paddle can't compete with an outboard motor. We're going to the spot where Nainoa, his dad Craig, and Kukulu have been feeding the fish.
See them down there?
We're in 100 feet of water, and we just come across a shoal of Opelu. That is fantastic.
Opelu move quickly in search of food, so we have to act fast. Before we can cast the nets, we have to lure the fish towards our boat.
And speed, I've been told, is of the essence. I've got to keep baiting this rag here with the bait. I'm going to hand to Craig.
Craig casts the bait ball accurately above the fish deep below.
And it's just a small amount of bait. We don't want to overfeed them, otherwise they'll be too satisfied and they'll bugger off.
So we have to pull fast.
Fast?
Yeah, fast and pull fast.
We have a shoal of about 200 to 300 Opelu underneath us here.
With each cast, we're trying to coax the fish into a ball under our boat at a depth we can reach them with our net.
Hey.
You on the net right by you.
What we're doing right now is we're joining the two ends to make a circle on your net.
We then drop the net to a depth of 60 meters. I prepare a final bait ball and it's cast inside the net to lure the shoal of fish in.
Are we behaving like a well-oiled machine here, Craig?
You're doing great.
Craig and Kukulu use glass-bottom boxes to see if we've been successful.
Go ahead, Craig, go ahead.
Let me know, yeah?
Get him, bro, get him. Get the glass box.
You grab the glass box.
Now we strike.
Hold on there.
6 months of patient effort has gone into this moment.
I cannot believe how quick this has happened. We've only been fishing for 5 minutes. These guys know where the fish are. The bait that we used drew them towards the net, put the net around them.
Now the poles are disconnected, the mouth of the net is closed, and it's time to pull our haul aboard. But have all our efforts paid off?
Oh yeah, we got ourselves. How's about that for our first catch of Opelu?
We've landed over 200 fish.
Good job. Good job. This fish may seem small and insignificant to you, but to these guys here and their community, this character here is a really big deal. The reason why we have caught so many fish is because these guys are good at what they're doing because they've been doing it for a very, very long time. It's kind of in their blood, and it is so wonderful to be alongside. Very humbling. And that is going to make a lot of people very happy.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Sorry, mate, you are lunch.
pumpkin and
Dried, fried, and we're gonna have some raw.
By drying the fish, the villagers ensure they have enough to eat for the 6 months of the year they're not catching.
Lasts forever. And tastes really good.
And it's not just the fish we'll be eating.
Is that the bait?
Yeah, it's not what we fed, but we fed.
Yeah, nothing goes to waste here.
Very, very good.
The village not only keeps traditions alive, but also through this sustainable method of fishing ensures there's enough Opelu for future generations.
as long as Opelu fishing goes on in our community, I'm happy. My dad will be happy. Kukulu will be happy. My kupunas, my ancestors, they'll all be happy because I know that Opelu is still going on. It's just what we try and do to survive.
Do you enjoy it?
I love it.
Yeah.
It's more than that.
It's been a pleasure angling alongside you. Real pleasure. Cool.
Being in Milolii has made me understand the special bond between Hawaiians and the ocean. And I'll have to use everything I've learned as I move one step closer to my date with big game destiny.
I've really enjoyed this adventure around this amazing and dramatic volcanic archipelago, but it's all been leading up to one moment. And that moment will arrive tomorrow morning.
The Big Island's Kona coast is one of the best places in the world to catch large game fish. Anglers flock to Honokahau Harbour from all over the world in search of legendary predators. And for my most prized target, this is the place to be. Wahoo, or as they're known in Hawaii, Ono, are so ferocious they're nicknamed Satan's Cigar. Its explosive acceleration and powerful streamlined body make it capable of attacking prey at over 60 kilometers an hour. Its beak-like jaw has scalpel-sharp teeth that can be dangerous not only to fish, but also to anglers. In pursuit of my target, I've tracked down two of the finest Wahoo hunters on the island, the Hudsons.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
Christopher, one of the youngest big game fishermen in Kona,
Good to see you, man.
See you, man.
and the man who taught him everything he knows, his dad, Robert.
Are you ready to catch a marine equivalent of a Maserati?
We absolutely are ready.
Captain Robert has been fishing these waters for 30 years and knows the best spots to trawl our lines.
Do we have to travel far?
No. Here in Kona, we only got to go maybe a block and a half to the lane.
About what, 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Let's go.
All right.
The deep trench we're heading to right off the coast is so rich in bait fish that the Wahoo have been known to grow up to 1.5 meters in length.
It's called Ono Lane.
It's called Ono Lane.
Ono Lane. It's where they live.
Christopher knows this spot well because he landed his first ever fish here when he was only 4. Since then, his Wahoo catches have only got bigger. And he has a secret weapon.
This is my grandpa's rod. This is our luckiest rod right here. We can hook
up to 5 at one time. So it can get very, very exciting, very, very fast.
Well, we can get multiple
Right away.
attacks?
Multiple attacks.
Pack attack.
Pack attacks.
I've never in my angling life had a Wahoo pack attack.
Right on. We'll try to fix that today.
Oh, excellent.
Wahoo are found close to the shore here because of this coastline's unique topography.
Over millions and millions of years, there's been all this volcanic activity, and that's created pinnacles and reefs and sea mounds. And these structures create upwellings. Now, this is a large volume of water colliding with this structure, and the water hasn't got anywhere else to go other than up. And within that water, there's all this plankton, and the small fish love this stuff. And the big fish love the small fish.
Wahoo attack prey with a vicious bite, but don't take my word for it. Just look at one of the lures we're using.
As you can see, has all these bite marks all over it from previous fish that we've caught.
And there's a reason why it's a tough lure like that.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Those teeth on those Wahoo, they're just scalpels, aren't they?
Yeah.
After only a few minutes, it's time to start fishing.
Our lures are set for one of the fastest fish in the ocean. I'm right here at the right time, the right place. Come on, it's on.
Now all we can do is to methodically trawl our lines above the 100-meter deep-sea trench below us and wait.
Fish on, fish on! Come on. Yeah, we got a fish on. Ooh! Tell you what, I hope this is the creature I came for.
Oh no! It's a no-no!
Oh no, yeah.
Oh no!
One of the reasons a lot of anglers lose this fish is because the line goes slack and they think it's gone off. But actually, this character is hurtling towards the boat at over 50 miles an hour.
So I've got to keep my line tight and get the fish to the back of the boat.
Okay, get it in, quick. Go on, Christopher. Go on, Chris.
Came off.
Ah! No! Damn! That is too cruel.
Wahoo are notorious for freeing themselves from hooks with their violent head thrusts.
Damn! Close, that close. Just about to bring it on, flipped off. That's the problem, you see. In the water, it's fine. As soon as they come out of the water, you have the full weight of the fish. And sometimes it'll just flick off the hook.
As time slips by, I'm beginning to worry I may not get another chance.
Okay, since that last bite, we lost that last Wahoo. We've been trolling for about an hour and a half. There's been very little activity.
Grandpa Hudson's rod isn't bringing us any luck today.
I can give you many reasons why you don't catch fish. Weather conditions, water temperature, but sometimes the fish just don't stay on.
With time running out, it looks like we're returning to port empty-handed.
Let's go, let's go!
Come on!
Right at the death, I've got one last shot.
We were ready to go, but it ain't over till it's over.
It ain't over till it's over!
Come on.
Come on, Landy!
It's on, get this on. Christopher, can you just put that in for me? Thanks so much. This thing's fighting at the end of the line. Big, powerful fish.
It's a no-no, it's a no-no, I see it.
Come on, Chris, you bring it on board, buddy. You bring it on.
This is exactly where we lost the fish last time.
He's gonna get tangled up here. Go on, Chris.
Yes! Yes!
Get it!
But even with this mighty predator on board, its little jaws are still a threat.
The bat? Where's the bat? Where's the bat? Dangerous. Very dangerous.
Finally, I've caught the elusive wahoo.
We were about to go home, man! We did it!
We did it! That will be on a barbecue tonight.
Well done for getting it on board.
Well done, Chris.
Well done, son. Well done.
How's about that? One of the fastest fish in the world. It's called the wahoo because many, many years ago, they netted a lot of these off the island of Oahu. And when they logged the name, it was commonly misspelt. It was spelled with a W, and they called it wahoo. But it's called ono. And ono means in Hawaiian, delicious. And this is one of the best table fare. It's got an incredible amount of endurance, got a great engine in the middle here. But this is where all the damage takes place. Any bait fish coming into contact with those teeth, it really is game over. And honestly, I thought it was game over today. I mean, what a fantastic end to what was, for many hours, a very, very frustrating day.
And what a spectacular way to cap my Hawaiian fishing adventure. I've wrestled with an octopus, gone head-to-head with a voracious Samoan mud crab, travelled inland to catch a stunning peacock bass,
How's about that?
learned how to land Opelu the traditional way, and finally landed the explosively fast wahoo.
Never give up. Never give up. In the words of Winston Churchill, never, 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 never give up.
Never, never, ever.